and I like the traditions linked to Chinese New Year. I mean, here at the embassy we had an event where we made our own dumplings. We did group work with our Chinese colleagues, and it turned out some of them had very big skills in making the dumplings. But I enjoyed it because it's fun to make and it's nice to eat. I'm Danish, so I like to bike, and Beijing is a very big city, but you can still bike around Beijing. You have the bike routes, so it's fairly safe to bike.
You mentioned you're very interested in the hutong.
Yeah.
So have you ever experienced the hutong?
It's just for me an important part of the Chinese history. The Danish embassy, before we moved here, was in the Hutong area. So it's something we have also part of Denmark's relationship to China. So I like the Hutong in Beijing. You mentioned the Dashing airport. I think both also the Peking Capital Airport, we had Danish companies help, for example, with the water management system, the pumps. I think that's in our DNA in Denmark, that we find energy solutions. I hope we will be part of more big projects. Liangme River, which is just a short walk from here. I take the dog every day. A lot of people do walk dogs there, so it's a very fun place also for my dog to actually go there to meet friends from the same species. And it's a Danish landscape architect who's been part of developing. It's very beautiful there now. And it's to make a city livable, and that's also part of a modern city, that it's nice to live in. So I'm glad that Beijing made it a priority to have that kind of space, and I hope there will be more of those spaces. We had this logo designed for the 75 years of relationship between People's Republic of China and Denmark. So we have planned a number of activities to mark this important anniversary in our relationship. We started opening an exhibit at the Danish Cultural Institute in the Art District 798. I think sometimes Antusan, Hans Christian Andersen, is more popular in China than in Denmark. And also I've read them myself when I was old enough. And the good thing, many of the fairy tales are short stories, so they're very easy to read. A lot of Chinese want to go to Odense, the city in the middle of Denmark, because that's where Antusan was born. So there is a museum for him. The New Year in China has been part of the UNESCO list of global heritage, and so is the Danish castle of Kronborg, north of Copenhagen, which plays an important part of our history and goes way back. It's one of the first castles, and it's a beautiful place to see, but you can also just enjoy the atmosphere, walk around, maybe rent a bike, and see Copenhagen from the street. I think is the best way to explore another country.